Hi and welcome back to my channel. There's been a lot of interest over the years in the model railway, so I thought we would have a little look at it, as I'm not running it today, but we had a lot of bad weather this year, so we did get it to work, and I thought I'd look first of all at the power devices. Now, this board, which is kept indoors normally, on this I've mounted all the power supply requirements for the railway, and I have a place up here where it sits just above the power sockets there, with a couple of clips to hold it in, so bear with me for a short time. I'll just put that up. I have to put the phone down to do it. And so there we have it, mounted where it normally goes when we're running. I should also point out that, of course, that this model railway isn't purely built by me. It's a joint effort between me and Steve, a friend called Steve, who does all the model work, most of the model work, and I do the track laying and the power supply and wiring sort of side of it. Now, what I have on here, I have a track cleaning unit, which when we're on standard running rather than DCC, this puts out a stream of high voltage pulses down the rails, which help to keep the track clear and keep the engines going, because there's any bad connections or anything, it will jump across and make the connection. So it works very well, this cleaning circuit, which is run from this unit, which is a clipper, and these are H&M power units, very much vintage ones. So it has an AC outlet, and I've added a switch to it, and you use the AC outlet because this requires AC, 16 volts AC in to work. So that's the cleaning side of it. Now, this unit also drives the tram track, and there's a connector on it which plugs into the tram layout circuit, which is down here. So that's the automatic unit that works the tram. That's the part which isn't completed yet after the rebuild, but that's run from this top supply. Over here we have the track select. So track 1, which is the inner loop, track 2, which is the outer loop, can be switched to a central position, which is disconnected, isolates the track, and up for DCC or down for standard. And nearly all running we do is standard, but occasionally we do run DCC. But you need the track to be really clean for that to work, and we've only got so many locos that are chipped for it. So that's the track select switch, and from here we also have obviously the mains distribution, all these things requiring power. This is the power supply for the DCC unit, and that's the DCC unit itself, and there is a USB interface there as well. So if we want to program chips or whatever for the locos. Right, okay. Then the other side of it is the standard power supply for the two tracks. The numbers have faded a bit, but that will be track 1, and this will be track 2, the inner track and the outer track. And we have on this vintage unit, you can add a series resistance to control more modern locos. You switch it to the high, and the vintage locos you switch it to the low. You can also have the DC rectified the AC rectified to DC either full wave or half wave. So that's another way of lowering the power output to control some locos. Then basically there are the two leads here which connect to the two tracks and the tram lead, and down here is where they connect to, and I've marked one with paint and the other one not, so we know which way round to connect them so that we don't swap the tracks. Track 1 is the inner, track 2 is the outer. So that's the power supplies side, which just plugs in obviously to the outlet here. And now the track goes in the full loop, as we've shown before in other videos. In this corner they're not quite in the right places, but to give a rough idea, Steve's put the model work back. We've still got some more work to do, but we wanted to use the area, have the table clear. So this is the station area, and then there will be the tramway which will come down to around here somewhere, and the tramway, we'll go into that one now. It starts up here, tracks along and down round the little area up here by the windmill, tracks all the way down to the fence, and then it comes around the pole there supporting the veranda, and then it comes back this way and over a bridge and down to that area. So that's the station area and the little village that side. And there's more to be completed here on the model work, which is to be the boats and the canal, which is still yet to be completed, and I say the track for the tram's got to be finished. But that's that side. Now the track obviously cuts in a long loop through rose bushes and under the trees, and then disappears into the shed where I've got doors that can be opened to allow the track through. There's not much to see in the shed, but if you really want to see what's in the shed, it just goes in one end and out the other, but it's visible in some of my other videos, I'm sure. And then there's another door there where the track comes out this side, and a small hut there, and then the track goes down the sunnier side, and there's a small halt. There's a crossing there, level crossing, and then a small station halt this side, and that brings us round here to the tunnel, and this tunnel goes under here, which can be lifted, so it's on hinges, so should any trains come off under there or to clean the track under there, we can access it. And in this corner the models are on boards and they all lift up as a unit to allow me to get into that corner should anything happen under that tunnel. And of course, if you have any model railways yourself, you'll know that the trains always come off at the bit you can least get at. There's a certain law, isn't there, that tells you that will happen. But that pretty much completes the an overview really of the railway. And let's say when I unclip this board and instead that barometer goes up there, I've got a clock on the wall, so it looks okay for other uses when we use the area for having meals out here or entertaining friends or whatever. There it's if it's not running, we don't have to have all that lot stuck there. I just thought it'd be interesting just to show an overview, so I hope you're interested in that, and hopefully we will show more running in the not too distant future. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye.